We're going to talk about the Indiana Fever more specifically. Now, all three of these entities have responded to the allegation. Erica Wheeler, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin.
I have a minor favor to ask of you before we go. Please take a time to like this content if you find it enjoyable. This video recently, Caitlin Clark made a statement that may cause you to pause and consider. I don't think anyone in our league should be dealing with racism of any kind, but there's more to this tale, and it's amazing how she and Kelsey Mitchell is in charge of it. Additionally, 88% of you see the videos without having a channel subscription. It doesn't cost you anything. However, it has a significant impact on us. Have you clicked the subscribe button? Thank you so much if that's the case. Now let's go back to the video.
The allegations made by WNBA players that Indiana Fever fans are vicious, racist. Now, all three of these entities have responded to the allegation. They're just launching racial slurs all over the...
What's going on in the NBA right now will astound you. Racism among fans is being called out. You heard properly, yes. Some Indiana Fever supporters, according to Alyssa Thomas, are violent racists who spew racial insults. That's pretty serious stuff. However, there isn't any video proof, so people are unsure if it truly occurred. Everyone is attempting to unravel this mystery.
It's not actually recorded or anything anywhere.
And yes, getting booed at an away stadium or an away arena is something that happens in sports.
People happen to have cell phones with audio devices that can record.
What do you know? Even Kelsey Mitchell and Wilder Caitlin Clark are speaking up. They're raising their voices. And you wouldn't expect what they're saying. You'll want to hear it, I promise.
Is that the norm? Is that enough for now multiple players to just be calling a fan base, just label them? Seems like that could happen too, but I guess not. I guess that's not possible.
Yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespect.
Clark and Mitchell recently disclosed some startling information, so pay attention. They're not merely talking about they're providing us with an entirely different viewpoint, and I can guarantee that no one expected this.
So Caitlin Clark spoke out she answered a question about all of the online discourse and trolls,
But there are a lot of really good fans, whether they've been fans for 20 plus years or whether they're new fans in our league. You know, both aren't fans, those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization. I think continuing to uplift this league in a very positive light is the best thing that we can do.
Caitlin Clark isn't going to hold back. She is being honest with us about her feelings regarding these allegations of racism. She said it's awful, but the nicest thing is that she's not focusing just on the bad. She is also taking advantage of this opportunity to showcase all the good things that are happening in the WNBA.
There are so many great players, there's so many great teams, there are so many positive storylines that can be written and celebrated. And
I was just even looking to see what like the big WNBA people, these like legacy fans that, you know, hate all the new fans. I genuinely think that there's going to be some responses being like, oh, she's trying to deflect the topic off the real thing. She's trying to focus on basketball and this is bigger than basketball.
For me, that's why I became a fan of this league, is these people were my idols. I grew up wanting to be like them.
The fact that Clark is talking about why she first fell in love with the league is quite amazing. She discusses the exceptional athletes, teams, and uplifting narratives that can be written about and honored. Clark isn't the only one, but it seems like she's reminding everyone why we're all here for the love of the game. Raising your voice.
Enter in Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler. And man, their answers are really good, really well thought out, and really professional. People are coming after them right now over this answer. People are...
Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler are also jumping in, showing us what real professionalism looks like. Mitchell is describing what we are only able to control when it comes to our staff. Such behavior is not acceptable to us.
Let's listen.
The time after the break, it got better. So the future is very bright for those two.
I think that for us, we err on the side of professionalism in a lot of different ways, and we can only control what's in our organization with our people.
I mean, we can't control what someone else says. Like, for the more like,
no matter what color you are, whatever you carry or possess, I think for us to be focused on the basketball part.
They seem to be putting a line in the sand that says, this is who we are and this is what we stand for. Mitchell is not allowing her squad to be distracted by this controversy. Rather, she is intensely concentrated on what is truly important, which is this group and the games that the United States wins. There's a lot of team spirit there.
I think continuing to uplift and, represent this league in a positive way is the best thing we can do.
Good things in the league. Let's talk about the good players. I can guarantee you there are people that are going to be like that. Again, let's talk about the fact that these trolls are trolls. Let's talk about all the good fans. Let's talk about all the new.
She is about the most media-savvy sports entity I have seen in a very long.
Are you curious in what makes Clark's management of all this media attention so remarkable? She is not merely a novice making mistakes. Through interviews, she is confronting these challenging topics head-on and consistently going back to what matters. It's similar to seeing an experienced professional at work.
NBA players have endured this season. This was her answer. He should have asked her about the hate that she receives. As a straight white player in the league, she can navigate these situations. Now, James Boyd did acknowledge after the fact.
There's so many great players and teams, and obviously that is the best thing. She basically said in different words exactly what Stephanie was.
That is leadership, not just rhetoric. These two are more than simply talkers. Everyone is being taught how to manage challenging circumstances like experts, yet that's not even the most bizarre aspect. Clark has this appearance. At the large scale, she is considering more than simply her team or herself. She's considering the whole league. The best thing we can do, in my opinion, is to keep elevating this league in a really favorable way.
2.54 million viewers tune in for Caitlin Clark, and then Diana Taurasi retires, and Caitlin Clark is a generational talent. It's who they want to watch, and that's all there is to it. Diana Taurasi retires, and not even half that tuned in. Sorry about your luck. Not interested.
Like, we don't condone any of those things. Like, for the more I've been on that since she got.
Recall that I mentioned there was more to this tale? Well, Clark and Mitchell are preparing something. They're not just playing the game, they're reinventing it on the court, and the figures will astound you. Let's discuss these two formidable forces. Together, Clark and Mitchell score 37.7 points every game on average. That's amazing, but wait, they've improved even more since the Olympic break. It reaches 51.3 points per game, which is not only excellent because it's the greatest backcourt tandem in the league, but not only is Clark scoring, but she's also creating history by averaging more points than any player in league history to score or assist 37.3 points a game. That's absurd. Mitchell is the person you want to be around when the game is on the line. She's not simply riding shotgun the ball in crucial moments. You can tell that Mitchell is shooting 62.5% in the final 5 minutes when the game is within 5 points. You know what's really awesome is that people are beginning to compare Clark and Mitchell to some of the greatest artists of all time. Fans are referring to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson as the sisters after hearing that they are the Splash Brothers. Let me tell you, it fits Clark and Mitchell's playstyle. It's fast-paced poetry in motion. It's similar to seeing the former Showtime Lakers, but with a contemporary twist, as they are constantly in motion and searching for the ideal shot. Two are reviving basketball's passion, so I'm curious about how well they get along. With the ball 3/4 of the court away from the basket, Clark fires a pass that goes boom into Mitchell's hands, but she doesn't stop there. She makes a behind-the-back pass that results in a layup. It's the type of play in a Dallas Wings game that makes you turn back the television to watch it once more. But here's the thing, Mitchell's protecting Clark isn't just about the ostentatious plays. She is also discussing defending the court, Clark ensuring that, as a novice, she feels secure both physically and mentally. Team bonding is one thing, but what happens when the entire league appears to be in disarray? That's collaboration that extends beyond the game. The problem Clark and Mitchell are facing extends well beyond the court, and their response is to redefine what it means to compete professionally. Prepare for a surprise, Caitlin. You may think that all of this controversy would ruin their game. The situation isn't being ignored by Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, rather, they are utilizing it as fuel for their performance. These two are fully committed to what counts, giving it their all and providing support. Their group, they appear to be wearing blinkers, yet they are channeling all of that energy in the best possible way. Instead of allowing it to impact them, they should strive to become even greater athletes.
Doing everything but coming out and saying this entire narrative you're hearing is a joke.
It's organization and us winning games, and that's what we did. So, but for the most part, we don't condone that. Like I've said a comment before, like, it's a lot of things that try to come in this building and to pull us apart that we just didn't let. However,
and they were real professional, and guess what? They're getting just destroyed over this.
Mitchell is standing at her side, setting an example. She doesn't waste time on uncontrollable stuff. Rather, her focus is on this organization and the U.S. winning game. Clark isn't merely discussing The good things she's experiencing every game, she goes out there to show why she fell in love with the WNBA initially. It's all about the outstanding teams, players, and compelling narratives. Something can be written about and honored.
Some of the teammates are unbelievable people. I'll put Erica Wheeler on that, like if you're asking.
This organization and us winning games, and that's what we did. So, but for the most part, we don't condone that. So for us, our ears been blocked out longer than most people, if that make any sense. So
person of the year in the WNBA, that might it's probably Erica.
However, that's the kind of concentration that elevates talented players to legendary status. However, this is where things really get intriguing. Not only are Clark and Mitchell excellent basketball players, they are altering the entire discourse. In relation to the sport, they are demonstrating to everyone how to deal professionally and gracefully with difficult circumstances. They seem to be creating a new manual on how to become a top athlete in the 21st century. Consider it. There is a lot of strain on these two that they have to cope with accusations that might upend the entire league, but they're rising above the turmoil and discussing unity instead of being sucked into it. About emphasizing the good, about improving the league for all, and it's not just talking about. They're playing some of the finest basketball of their life, breaking records, and their actions are supporting every statement they make. Creating highlight reels, but they're also demonstrating what true leadership looks like in Clark's media management. Her attention is a masterclass in composure. She doesn't sidestep difficult inquiries or give prepared answers. She is addressing these concerns head-on, but she consistently returns the focus to the game, the team, and the league. That's true character, not just excellent publicity.
And she still just got hate, but at least now it's going to be hard to see how they twist their words. And one thing is, she's done nothing but try to uplift the league, defend everyone around her, but like, she has defended people cheap-shotting her. She sometimes, in the Kennedy Carr situation, she has defended someone who realistically probably shouldn't have.
The worst part is that when Clark talks about how this league will continue to improve, he does so in a really positive way. Instead, she's outlining a vision for women's basketball's future rather than merely producing a catchy soundbite. Mitchell is standing by her side, exemplifying what it takes to be a real team player. She's not merely watching out for. She is the type of teammate who is ensuring that Clark feels both physically and psychologically secure as a rookie. Everyone aspires to possess